What's going on, guys, and welcome to Formula 7 Racing. We are live here in Australia for a sprint race. Thank you so much for the follow. We are live. What a race. So, here we go. I just want to say something before we get going. I just want to say thank you to everybody. It's been a tough day to try and get a grid together and to end up with 21 drivers on Tier 1. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you to everybody that's come together and everybody that's come on the grid. I really hope it's a great race for you guys. I won't get into what else I was going to say, actually. But it's just been a tough couple of weeks. And racing definitely occupies the mind. So I appreciate everybody supporting and being in the chat with me. Thank you. Well, let's get into the race. So, we're on board with Jabba. You've got Hyped Skulls as well, and Solar the Yeeter, who is on a lap. I think Solar the Yeeter is leading the way, so we'll ride on board with him. I'm okay, mate. How are you? So, Solar the Yeeter coming around turn 10 and down towards turn 11. For the Alpine driver. So as we head now in towards turn 12 and then 13, and Solar will be the first driver to get a lap on the board. Oh, and he slipped it round turn at 14. And Solar to the line at 1:17 at 3. Even with that slight mistake, it's still a belter of a lap. Jabba is invalidated. He's on his way in the pit lane. He's reserving for the constructors' leaders. Bramble is on an outlap. Then you've got CJ 3000 in the Ferrari, setting orange first and middle sector, but a purple sector free. So a 1:17.4 for the Ferrari driver. And then you had the other Ferrari, Jeffy Boy, Hyped Skulls in the McLaren. I'm not sure Hyped Skulls is in the right tier here, but I appreciate him reserving. I would like to get him racing in the correct tier if he is in the wrong tier. So Jack Happy Champ in the McLaren at 1:17.7. Big shout out as well to Jack Happy Champ and Sam Wars. They joined the grid halfway through last season, and I think they've turned up to every single race barring one. So thank you guys. Thank you for choosing us. Thank you for being consistent and showing up, so to every race. So Rocco, it's his debut. Rocco Leiber in the Williams on his debut here at Formula 7 Racing. We look forward to seeing what you can do on track in this sprint race. So welcome to the team, buddy. Julius in the Cadillac reserving today as well. DK Cohen just about managed to make it to the grid and make it to the race. Solar, that is very true. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you. I love when drivers come in and they enjoy it that much that they end up showing up to every race. I really do. I love that. So thank you. A lot of the drivers coming to the line. DK Cohen is 6 attempts down on Bramble. Deadly starting his lap. You've got Edward River Rocks in the Red Bull. Santiago on his debut on his way out of the pit lane. So Santiago is on his debut. We look forward to seeing what the Colombian driver can do here down under. And then Tolu, reserved in raced in Tier 2, utterly dominant. He's definitely a Tier 1 driver. I want to see what he can do on this grid. Hey, thank you, Mad Riot. And yeah, you know what, Mad Riot, I'm the same. I race at the back of the grid, but I just enjoy racing. I don't get to practice much with work and family and all that at the moment. And especially with the work that goes on, as you know, outside of the race, all the, time that we put in to make these tiers work. I don't get much time to practice, but when I do love racing at the back, especially with you and Nimble and the rest of the guys. So Julius in the Cadillac, you've got Jabba and Deadly. Jabba starting his lap. We are riding on board with Deadly, who is fighting for a Drivers' Championship. It would have been nice to get the championship on the overlay, but I've not managed to do that. Deadly to the line. It's a 1:16.984 from Deadly. The Aston Martin showing why he's one of the best in Tier 1. And to think Deadly was not Tier... I remember Deadly took a break. Deadly took a break from F7, and that was when he was a Tier 2 driver. And now he's just, it's so good to see him doing so well. So yeah, it's I do enjoy seeing him improve. Joseph, I wish you could have raced as well, mate. It's a shame you're on holiday, but enjoy your holiday, mate. I hope you have a good one. You know, you need to cherish these moments, enjoy time. You don't get much of it. Enjoy what you do. Enjoy the breaks that you get. Santiago. Oh my goodness. Santiago on his debut is not messing around. So what can the Racing Bull driver do? All the way from Colombia to Australia. From South America to down under. SGC Santiago locking up in towards turn 11. Black and white flag for Deadly. Speeding into the pit lane. Santiago in the Racing Bull with that Ford engine. Around the final corner at turn 14. As you can see, we've done the billboards as well for Australia. And Santiago, a 1:17.7. It is P12 for the Colombian. What about Grovangen? The Norwegian driver up to P11. Julius, the man from Mexico, down in P18. And Tolu in the Mercedes AMG Petronas coming around turn 14. Yes, that's correct, Salute. So Tolu up to P9. He's showing exactly where his pace is now. So I've got some overlays, but I forgot what I've button binding him to, so just bear with me. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm just having a drink. So, Deadly fastest in Sector 1, fastest in Sector 2. Sam Wars, fastest in Sector 3. So, Santiago into the pit lane. Tolu, be right in the Haas. And his teammate of Cars. They weren't teammates on Wednesday when they were fighting for the race win. And Cars ended up losing that win due to a time penalty, which was then removed. Be Right was then announced your winner. And then Cars had his penalty removed and then was taken back to the top and announced the reigning winner of that race. So a little bit of love lost between the two Haas drivers, but they won't let that affect them. They have won a Constructors' Championship before together, so I'm sure they'll be looking to do that again, but they've got to contend with two unbelievable Alpines. Jessica Ball is now playing F125. She'll be doing one hub. Shout out to them guys over there. So we are riding on board with the 8-time world champion of B Right. At 1:17.4 at the moment. I don't think he's actually on a push lap. He's not. The battery is still there. Sam the Man has retired. Sam the Man has retired. And the American driver will not be able to do any more. There's a Haas that spun it at turn 9. Here comes B Right up towards the line to start his lap. So we'll stay on board with the Haas. And we'll just watch the telemetry on your screen. Now look at this. Look how much he's coasting. The new era of Formula 1 is here. So it's the way he coasts. He'll lift off. So watch it when he comes down in towards turn 7 now. He'll lift, coast, then back onto throttle. Look at that. And just a flicker of brake pedal. And then onto the throttle. Look at the gap at the top between the two green lines. That's one acceleration point to another. And then look at the gap. There's no red line. There's no brake. Because he's just lifting and coasting. Watch here now. Lift, coast, back onto the throttle. Not an inch of brake. Then back onto the throttle as we head down in towards turn 12. Coasting. And then look at the brake pedal. So if you've seen that red line in F125 before the 26 update, that red line would be exactly where the green line is. As soon as you let go of the accelerator, you're onto the brake pedal, back onto the accelerator. But now they're separated by little gaps because they're coasting. So they're not on the accelerator, they're not on the brake pedal. They are coasting through their lap so that it recharges their battery so they can go quicker further on in the lap. Wow, be right up to P3. Deadly at 1:16.6. Jack happy, champ will be happy with that, champ. The McLaren up to P2, CJ up to P3. So the checkered flag has waved. The drivers can do no more. Here comes Cars in the Audi. Pulse Luxury in the Audi. In P8, DK Cohen, the man from the Netherlands, has invalidated it. Then we've got Rocco, the Croatian, on his debut. Rocco in the Williams, to the line goes P16. I think Rocco probably is tier 2 looking at them times, so we will get him racing in the tier that he belongs in now that we know he's definitely tier 2. Santiago down to the line for Santiago. 1:17.5, he's up to P14. And Hype Skulls. You know what? Hype Skulls had the tier 3 rolls when I put him on the reserve list, so I've got a feeling he is a tier 3 driver. Gravangan just behind the Aston Martin of Deadly, and I think that is it. It's Deadly that's taken pole. Jack Happy Champion P2, Bramble in P3, and this is not what was on the cards for some of these drivers. So a real turn up for the books. So let me just put the stats in. You know how much I love the stats. So quality, you've got Deadly, Jack Happy Champ, then you've got Bramble. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Then you've got Cars, CJ, Solar, B-Rat, Pulse, Luxury, DK, Coin, Sam Wars, Jabba, River Rocks. Who's in the other Mercedes in P13? That's Tolu. And P14 is Santiago. Then Edward, Gravangan, Rocco, Jeffy, Julius, Sam the Man. And then the last two, which I don't know who that was. Oh, Julius it was, weren't it? No, I thought Julius was in the Cadillac. Yeah, he was. I don't know who was in the McLaren. Yeah, they're so close, Solo. It's really good to see. Oh, you can edit the stints now. Oh, wow. And you can edit the times for each stint. You can edit pit stops, max speed. Oh, that's brilliant. So here we go. This is it. For round 6 here in Australia. And it's lights out and away we go. So down towards turn 1. It is Jack Happy Champ and Deadly. Cars, Solar the Eater in towards the first chicane we go. And it is the Racing Bull that's overtaken by the Dutchman of Cars. Solar on his tail, but CJ 3000 in the Ferrari coming down the left-hand side. DK Cohen passing his teammate. The two Audi drivers, nothing to separate them. CJ is back down to P5 as he's been overtaken, and Bramble and CJ 3000 are really going at it here, getting a little bit spicy between the pair of them. In towards turn 6, wheel to wheel once more. Bramble runs wide and through goes Solar. That is Bramble in the Racing Bull. Has he got damage? He hasn't got damage, but he's tumbling down the order. DK Cohen and Pulse Luxury, the two Audis, going at it for round 2 as we go in towards turn 9. DK Cohen leaves space. Jabber and Sam Wars. Rocco Lieber is at the back and onto the grass on this start of the Grand Prix. B-Right is through on CJ. Sam Wars. No! Pulse Luxury and DK Cohen, the two Audi driver, the teammates, around at the start of this race, and the garage will not be happy about that one. So Sam Wars and Edward, yeah, they will not be happy about that. So, Julius, the man from Mexico, is round. Oh, God. Cars is through. Jack Happy Champ in the McLaren down to P3. And look at this. Now he's got the battery to potentially respond to Cars. And he's going to go around the outside. And Jack Happy Champ looking for a way through. But he can't get it done just yet. Then we got Santiago and Sam the Man. Hype Skulls is doing a fabulous job here. Santiago with Sam the Man, the American driver. Here comes Santiago looking for a move up the inside. Santiago on his debut, showcasing his skills on the opening laps of this sprint race. Hype Skulls is also through, the McLaren. Picking up the pieces. Sam Wars on Edward, coming around turn 14. And the start of this race has been very entertaining. So, River Rocks up to P10. And that is Rocco Libra on Bramble. Bramble in the Racing Bull. And it's a sprint race down in towards turn 3. The Williams will obviously go later on the brakes. Side-by-side racing between the pair of them. Rocco with a little flick to the left. And Bramble is through. And the recovery drive is on. And he doesn't have damage, which is a good thing to see. Jack Happy Champ in the McLaren. He tried it on the last lap. He couldn't get it done. And once again, not able to do it. Here comes Tolu on Jabber, and the Mercedes is now into P7. Tolu, who won in Tier 2 just earlier today, now doing a cracking job, and Hype Skulls with the old switcheroo, and the McLaren versus Mercedes once again. Jabber is through on Tolu, the Alpine returning the favour. Then you've got Jeffy Boy in the Ferrari, and Sam Wars, Gravangan and Bramble. Bramble is dropping, and he started in P3 as well. This has not been a good sprint start for his Grand Prix. Deadly, a second clear. And Bramble is out in the pit lane, and he'll have to try and come back in the feature race. I'm sure he'll try his best. That is Sam the Man and Hype Skulls. And through goes Rocco as well. A clean overtake from Rocco. He would have loved that under the visor. Yellow flag is out. And I think that is Julius. It is Julius. Does the Mexican have damage? I don't know. So Jack Happy Champ. And Tolu on Jabber once again with the overtake. You got Jabber, Edward, River Rock, Sam Wars and Jeffy all very close on this grid. The Red Bull is definitely my favourite car. Edward won a little bit wide. And now River Rocks, as we head in towards turn 13 at the left-hander, just hugs the apex and the curb. So back on to the throttle we go. And Edward got a great exit out of turn 14, by the way. Really nice to see him doing well. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find something. So whilst things are settling down, let's just watch this battle between River Rocks and Edward. And he got a good exit around turn 8. He'll use that little bit of boost that he might have. And he is using that overtake. Here comes River Rocks. Around the outside we go. And River Rocks is through with a spectacular overtake in towards turn 9. And now you've got Solar the Eater in the Alpine up the inside of Jack Happy Champ. Wheel to wheel racing here in Australia, down towards turn 13, but Jack Happy Champ is back in front. Now Edward on Sam Wars, and we've got overtaking everywhere. It's so good to see. Yellow flag, and I think that is Sam the Man. It is, and he's going to head into the pit lane. I do think he's got damage. He has got damage. That's a real shame for Sam the Man. He'll have to come back in the feature race. We are on lap 6 of 10 here in the sprint. So we'll just have a look at the tyres. You can see that Cars is on the hard. So is Deadlit. So they opted for a stronger compound, a harder compound. And look at that rear wing of DK Cohen, the way it just flicks open. So you can see the tyres of the drivers. We'll go on board with some of the leaders. And that is DK Cohen on Hype Skulls. And it's a three-way fight into turn 9. And the Audi is through, the Red Bull backs out. That's Gravangan, DK Cohen and Pulse Luxury. I do have a feeling that Gravangan might not be as quick as he was last season. We might have to look at that. And DK Cohen and Hype Skulls really going at each other here. And Pulse Luxury now back up the inside of his teammate. And nearly collide again, do the Audis. The McLaren is a bit all over the place. And again they tap. And that is Rocco on Santiago. But we're just watching this little exchange that seems to get a little spicy. So around the outside goes DK Cohen and through on Hype Skulls. DK Cohen take a bow. That was brilliant. Now Pulse Luxury up the inside of the Papaya. Pulse Luxury trying to follow his teammate after that collision with DK Cohen at the start of this race that ended up moving them to the back of the grid. So be right in the house. Santiago and Rocco, the two debutants. Let's take a moment to admire the racing skill from these two. So the front two, Kaz is all over Deadly now. He's managed to catch back up to him. A little bit of racing at the back. I think that might be Pulse Luxury. It is! Big crash. Big crash. And he's got damage. Pulse Luxury with damage. So we'll go on board with the front two. And that is Pulse Luxury that's out. And he'll be back for the feature race. So be right. 2 tenths behind Jack Happy Champ. Yellow flag. And he comes around the outside. Does be right. And through goes the Haas driver. There was no margin for error there. That was a great moment. So Jabba and River Rocks, wheel to wheel. Relentless pressure from River Rocks in the Red Bull. But Jabba is just getting his nose ahead. There's a switchback opportunity though, down in towards turn 13. This is smart from the Alpine driver. Textbook racing. As we come out of turn 14, now he'll use that battery. The positioning is everything. Down in towards turn 1. Will he go late on the brakes? He doesn't. Places the car well, does Jabba, but the exit is compromised. Now the Red Bull carrying that momentum, but he cannot close up. Now back on to the front two of Deadly and Cars. So watch for the launch out of turn 7 here for Cars. He'll use that battery. He'll know when to strike, but he's being patient. He's being calculated here. Textbook racing. Racing 101. And here comes Cars down the inside as we head in towards turn 9. Carrying that momentum. Gets the run. Uses the slipstream. And brilliant overtake from the Haas driver. River Rocks as well. Does the exact same thing. And Jeffy Boy on Edward. A hat-trick of overtakes down in towards turn 9. So we are about to enter the final lap of this race. Can Deadly take the position back? Here we go. So we are riding on board with the pole sitter. And that is DK Cohen and Gravangan, Rocco Lieber and Santiago have been going at it lap after lap. And DK Cohen is back through on Gravangan, the Dutchman, into P15. Deadly, half a second behind Cars. Oh, he's 6 tenths behind, 5 tenths behind. I don't think he's got enough here. We'll look at the batteries. Cars is the one that leads, and Deadly has left it too late. It is time to perfection from Cars. Brilliant stuff. He's got the momentum out of the chicane though. He's got to defend this well. And then you've got Jack Happy Jam Monsola Niita. B Right is on for a podium. River Rocks, Jabba, Sam Wars in the Williams. Looking for a way through as well. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Deadly needs the run up to the line. Cars made a mistake. Can he get a better exit? Here comes Deadly. Cars will keep it and Cars will win the sprint race. Cars with a brilliant drive. Be right on the podium. Solar, Jack, Happy Chap, Tolu, CJ. There goes Edward and Jeffy. Now, Gravangan and DK Cohen, Roku and Santiago with that amazing battle into the line. Santiago takes it. Gravangan and DK Cohen through the line they go. Wow, what a race. That was really good. Is my stream lagging, guys? Can I just ask, is my stream lagging? Sorry, bear with me, everybody. So there you have it. Yeah, guys, can you just let me know if my stream's lagging? Was it lagging in the race? Because I've just clipped a part of the race and it looks like the clip is lagging. So I just want to make sure. No, okay, good. It must just be my computer because I've got that many things open. I have got 12 tabs open on one and 4 on the other, so. So that was interesting. No, it's not lagging. Thanks, Pulse. Right, let me just put the stats in for the race that we've just had. Bear with me, guys. So that was the sprint. So we had Cars, Deadly, Be Right, Solar, Jack Happy Champ, Tolu. He's not got Tolu in. Then we've got CJ, River Rock, Samuels, Edward, Jeffy Jabber, Santiago, Roku, DK Cohen. Then in P16 it was Hyped. Then Gravangan, Julius, Sam the Man, Pulse Luxury, and Bramble. Yeah, so got it, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I tell you, with the data that I like to collect, it's only so that I have it all as a history. I'm really, really OCD when it comes to having all the data. And that's why I took my laptop on holiday with me, and I joined the LMU lobby when I was away to collect the stats and stuff. But it's good to have it. It's good to have that all there because you can always look back at it and go, yes, you know, I know what your race results are for the 70 races that you've been here and stuff like that. I can tell you your attack rate, your overtakes, your defending, everything. Enzo, how you doing, mate? My little brother. So the McLaren of Hype Skulls will be the first driver out on track. I love statistics, mate. Yeah, my stream's lagging, but it just literally must be my stream. So Hype Skulls is backed after invalidating it. Yellow flag is waving. I think Rocco will be next, so we'll ride on board and see what he can do. Harry, yeah, come and jump in, mate. I think there's one seat left. You know, considering we were struggling to fill tier 1 and we were tagging people all day, to get 22 drivers on the grid is brilliant. And well done to the team as well, because they have been, you know, trying to get drivers all day for the race. So thank you so much to the team and thank you to the drivers. Some of that racing as well in that sprint was so good to watch. So Bramble is your man on provisional pole with a 1:16.9. Jack Happy Champ in P2, Sam Wars in P3. Really showing their pace today. So whilst we have a little bit of downtime, we can just talk and chat. But yeah, your chat comes up on the stream as well. But yeah, DK Cohen is also on the lap, so is Julius, Gravangan and CJ. Gravangan's going to be next. The man from Norway will go P6. The Red Bull driver, a 1:17.7. How are we doing, Bjorn? Thank you for helping out with getting this grid to 22 drivers, Bjorn. So Gravangan up to P6. DK Cohen just getting a bit of a tow there. Remember, he did collide with his teammate at the start of the sprint race, but now they are working together and the teamwork is brilliant. Down towards turn 9, and DK Cohen is getting a huge tow from his team. It's not even his teammate. I'm signing off. I'm going. I'm done. You know what? Zandvoort's one of my favourite tracks on the calendar. So DK Cohen has been behind this Ferrari for the whole lap. And CJ goes P7 and DK Cohen goes P3. They were really close. Jeffy and River Rocks. River Rocks is the car just in front, so you can see Jeffy just in the distance coming around the corner. There he is. Sorry, I'm trying to post clips whilst the race is going on as well. How are we doing, Mr. Reese? You okay, mate? Yeah, Red Wildfire was great. You know, Red was so good to have around in the Discord. She was so good. I hope she's doing well. We have spoken to her a couple of times, but not much. I know she was going through a bit of a difficult time. So yeah. So River Rocks up to P8. What about B Wright, the world champion? We'll see what he can do. There I am, commentary booth. Right, come on, let's go back to racing. So B Wright has backed out. And did he help his teammate there? No, his teammate's not out. Edward Santiago in the racing boat. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry guys, it started playing the intro again. Oh, good. So Santiago has invalidated it. Cheers, Vicar. It wasn't my choice, that's for sure. I don't have a say, as you will know, Vicar. We don't have a say in what decorations go up in the house. They go, do you like this? And you say yes, and that's it. Santiago will go again. Edward in the Aston Martin, who's improved massively, by the way, Edward. So Edward around turn 12 and then in towards turn 13. 8 minutes of qualifying remaining. So Deadly is the man on pole. Edward goes P14. Santiago is going again. And he looks really good now, does Santiago. He is down on the time of Deadly, but he's still competing with these guys. So we now go down in towards turn 13. Remember, we've not got Epic, OJ or Reese here tonight. This is a massive opportunity for some of these drivers. Santiago up towards the line we go. Santiago 117.7 or 117.4 puts in P11. Cars is now on an outlap, your sprint race winner. So let's see what he can do. I just did the billboards for Zambo as well. I did post the billboards if anybody wanted to use them. If anybody's on PC and wanted to use them as well, they are available. Oh, and he's 3 1,000ths down on cars through sector 1. Let's have a look what that looks like at the moment. So through turn 9 and 10 we go. Cars nearly 3/10 down on Deadly now. Wow. Hello? Two seconds, guys. My brother's car broke down. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Sorry, guys. Let me just invite Tolu. He's not even showing online, I don't think. There we go. So there we go, Deadly here, 116.4. What an incredible lap from him. Bramble 116.7. Solar 116.7. Sam Wars, Cars and B Rider coming through. They're separated by 3/1000ths of a second. Cars with the exact same time as DK Cohen, a 116.885. That is incredible. B Rider, I don't think he's on a push lap. No, he's into the pit lane. So Cars and DK Cohen set the exact same time on this circuit for P4 and P5, but it is Deadly once again that takes pole position. Sorry guys, let me just put this down. So there you have it. Deadly